guys. Oh, man.
Why is you say, don't say anything, and then 2 seconds later you say stuff? Like, how's that fair?
Because I don't want them to know that the mics are on before I turn the camera on.
Is the camera on now?
It is obviously on now. Hello.
Oh, hi.
We're obviously not in the center of the frame either.
You
That's
are.
not great. It's not great. Hello, everyone. My name is Christa.
Kevin.
We are the husband-wife team responsible for this crazy thing called LCRC Raceway. Welcome to Hump Day Happy Hour, where we talk about random things like big races that we have, like the Mugen Challenge, which we just had. We are still tired and delirious, and that is what you are joining.
Speak for yourself.
You are tired and delirious too.
'Cause I
So
worked at the farm.
that is what you have to look forward to today is tired delirium. So enjoy that.
I know a behind-the-scenes thing we can talk
Oh,
about.
good. I've been looking for a behind-the-scenes thing.
We'll save it to the end.
First, I would like to say hello to all my friends in the comments. So far, I have 2.
Oh, from the hotel. You're back at the hotel already? Is
Taylor
practice over?
is back at the hotel at Enats. Good luck to Taylor. Tell us how it's going. Hi to my friend Robin. There's
Hi, Robin.
Braden. He is hardcore. Let's just take a minute to appreciate our friends that just survived Mugen Challenge and went straight into Wednesday practice at Enats. That's some dedication. I did not fully grasp the fact that it was going to be like out of the fire and into the furnace. What's that saying?
Out of the skillet and into the fire.
No, I don't think that's it. Out of the kettle and into the frying pan? What does that
say?
say?
No, honey. The moral of the story would be out of the cooking utensil and into the combustible whatever's going on to make the heat. So, out of the kettle into the fire.
I don't think that's
out
how
of the skillet and onto the burner.
Let's wait and see what somebody knows that saying. I don't think that's actually out of the. I think it's like out of one and into the other, like out of the frying pan and into the kettle. Like you think you got out of the frying pan, but you're just going into the kettle. That's what I think it's like. Okay.
Sorry, I just made funny faces at you on the internet.
Wonderful.
So
I'm so
Hi,
excited
Tim.
about that. Hi to my friend Tim Pence. Hello. Practice was done at 8. They're going to fix the track some now. Oh, okay. Cool.
Alrighty then.
Shane Yoder says Gavin wasn't allowed to skip 2 days of school for practice today. Hey, Shane, I get that. I get that. Mom is right. Well, maybe you said. It doesn't matter who said, they were right. There's my friends Jody and Rob Samoji. Welcome. TQ Chef. Hello, sir. That French stretch at Enats is brutal. Is it? I heard that there was a straight stretch, but they screwed it up with bumps. Isn't that... Taylor, how did you say that? Like, Toby asked you if there was any straight stretches, and he said there was, but then they put bumps in it or something.
Yep.
Tim Penn says, out of the frying pan and into the fire. Really?
Thanks, Tim.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Appreciate you more if you agreed with me. Hi to Shane and Michelle Nipple. Thank you for joining us. Jason Massey says Kendrick Grace got me to the track. How do you read these things? Got me to the track on Monday for a test and tune. Okay.
Here or back home?
Because
there was a pile of people here on Monday.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Not to my.
Not Gavin Yoder. His dad had wrote me on Facebook, but I didn't get the message.
Oh.
So I didn't respond to him. Sorry. So thanks for rubbing it in on him right now.
Yeah, Lutz was here breaking in his world's car.
Hey, let's talk to Mike. He has positive things to say about us. I like reading those. Hi. Thank you for the amazing event, and thank you, Kevin. Kevin? For helping me with those springs. Oh, Mike is grateful to you. Mike, what do you got to thank me for? Like, come up with something. I'm ready. Taylor.
Go find him a box of springs for $25. Go ahead.
Well, he didn't ask me. I could have went back and found him a box of springs out of your stuff, and I would have gave them to him for $10. I don't know what they're worth. Taylor says, you thought people hated the 6-pack at Mugen. There were a lot of F-bombs on the stand about the 8-pack here. Ooh, okay. Good.
Nice. You'll figure it out.
That's right. It'll all come around.
Everyone has to run the same 8-pack.
That's true. It's the same struggle for everyone. Hi to my friend Clay. Hello, Danielle.
Oh, yeah.
Tim says, I don't make the news, I just report it. Good answer. Matt Cataldo, totally sick of it. Best Mugen challenge I've been to yet. Layout was wild. Track crew is second to none. That is absolutely the truth. See you in the Halloween race. Awesome, Matt. Matt, if you're coming to the Halloween race, it's a great time to mention that following the Halloween race, we will be having a party that Sunday, which is our banquet. It is not just for the top 5 who finished the season. It's open to all of you racers. Yeah. We'd like you all to join us for the party, even if you're not being awarded. So,
and it is going to be at the bar restaurant next door at the golf course.
Absolutely.
It's going to kick off at 6 p.m. on Sunday of the Halloween race. So, should be pretty cool. There's a lot more details coming out.
Very soon.
Unfortunately for us, on the back end of setting this all up, I'm now on my 4th manager. But the good news is, this is where we need updates so we can talk. Yeah. Do you remember Stevie? He would have been the guy that would have managed the restaurant back when the golf course club.
Yeah,
when the
I do remember him.
Yeah, he's now the new wingman catering guy.
Really?
Yeah, him and I have been talking since the weekend.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so I'm getting with him tomorrow at 10 a.m. and trying to finalize some details on all that. So,
yeah, the banquet is going to be a catered meal. We're going to sell meal tickets ahead of time so that we have an RSVP number to give them. That gets us to lock in our pricing. So those tickets are actually going to be going on sale in the next couple weeks. Kevin's going to be posting the updated points series.
Oh, yeah, I forgot all about that.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
I have it on my list, but we are delirious and tired, and it was a long event. Yeah. So we are going to post those updated points. The points go through the next race, which is the cancer race. That is the final event to earn points for the LCRC 2024 season points series to possibly get some amazing prizes at the Halloween race. I wanted to say hi to my friend Janine that is watching. I'm sure Pat is nearby too. So hello to both of you. They said great weekend. Thank you. No, thank you. Thank you for coming. There's
I remember the first time she called she was going to rent a camper and pay his entries and give him a big surprise for, I don't know if it was his birthday or something.
Yeah, honestly, I feel a little bit like Janine and I are kindred spirits because you remember there was a time that I took you to a racetrack and surprised you.
Yeah, the one down by the Buck.
Yeah, we didn't stay at the track because I wasn't that cool. Okay. But I made him stay at a bed and breakfast that was very close by, and we went to the RC track, and I thought I was the best wife ever until I met Janine Colligan, who's better than me. So only 3 weeks until we leave for the cancer race, but who's counting? Yeah, actually today or
Let's
tomorrow.
Not rush that there, fellas.
No, tomorrow's 22 days.
I quit.
It's 22 days, and I will be honest, we have a lot to do in the next 22 days.
So you're telling me it's the weekend after the fair ends?
Honey, all I can tell you is it's 22 days. It starts the 19th of September. Yeah, I know. I worked my.
I have to go work for Harry at the fair for 2 weeks or 2 weekends. It's exhausting.
I'm working.
Sorry,
Guys.
I'm looking at the calendar right now. I have to know.
That's fine. Jason says his home track is 5 minutes away. That's how I got to go.
Oh, I quit.
You made the schedule. Hey, there's my friend Steve Colbert. Hey, you two. Thanks again for everything. And Kevin, I now know who paid for dinner. I owe you. Okay. Well, come back soon. And that's how you can pay us back. Kurt Sieber says good evening. Kurt. Hello to you. Braden Dommel, 6-pack was triple or go home at Mugen Challenge. I don't know.
Well, you're partially correct. It was triple or go home. Yeah. So I will assure you that the triple will not be an issue at the cancer race. I cannot assure you of any other things for sure.
Except for that.
But I will assure you that there will not be 6 bumps in that section.
Okay. My friend Jason Habuda said, thank you for a great event. Yeah. And then my friend Jason Rona said, thanks for a great event. Man.
Hey, everybody's on.
That's right. Thanks for hanging out. And thanks to Jason Rona from J Concepts for coming here and supporting all the racers. I know everyone appreciated that a lot. Yeah. Shane Laux, my wish is that the third hump in the 6-pack goes away for the cancer race. Hey, Shane Laux, question for you. Did you spam me? Did you open the thing? Check your Facebook. I was worried that you maybe spammed me because he sent me a Facebook link, but then when you clicked on the link, it was like log in again. I'm like, that's not really Facebook. That's fake Facebook. So make sure you're not.
So, you know me. I'm not real big on letting the racers vote on decisions we make.
Yes, right? I do know that.
But I would take into advisement. There is a chance that the third or fourth of the 6 would leave. Cody and I believe, agreed, or at least I told him he agreed with me. Maybe I don't know how that went down, but I voted for number 4. So unless everyone on the planet says number 3, and I'm the only one that said number 4, well, except for Cody, I'm taking out number 4.
Amazing.
So speak now or forever hold your peace.
Yeah, so if you have an opinion, that's a great time. Robin Heil says about the Squishmallows, honestly, that whenever is fine because it's either you storing them or me storing them.
So I would rather you bring them to the event, please.
My Squishmallow donation pile is getting quite large, which is such a blessing. Except we just don't have as much room as I wish we had sometimes. Kenneth Jeffries, half of us at least in buggy just wrecked or made it gotcha. So Dennis Bruce said that the golf outing results, first place was Matt Geist.
Wow.
Adam Gregory, Mike Ream, and P Word. Second place was Jason Christopher. Okay. And Christian Toic, the Schellenbergers. And third place was Bree and Vin Manchanda, the Gavin Gibbler, Joe Bordon, and Gavin Fucina. That's amazing. Wow. Thank you for sharing those with us.
So did you play best ball, I assume?
Yes, they did.
Wow. That's cool.
Very cool. Thank you. We should take a moment. Thank Dennis Brew, who is of Nitro Caddy, for not only sponsoring the golf outing and covering the cost for that, but also for organizing the entire event, handling all those entries. I love that kind of stuff. Honestly, for years, I've been trying to organize a bike ride, a road ride, bicycle road ride ahead of Mugen Challenge. And I know that I can't have an extra thing on my plate. So if somebody is really into road riding and wants to also plan a biking event, you're hired. Especially if it's you, Dennis Brew. Maybe you could get into biking before next year because you did a really good job with the golf outing.
Tim's going to come. He's going to bring his road bike.
Tim Long could be in charge of that. That's a good idea. Yeah. Jason says, thank you so much for such a great time last weekend. I will be back soon for next year. Awesome. Thank you, Jason. We appreciate you.
Yeah, I had a good time with you.
Yeah.
Super nice fan.
Sure. Mike says, but will there be slushies at the cancer race? Of course there will be. Want to know the flavor. So I had thought I was making the pina colada. I accidentally made the lemonade, which by the way was a huge hit with as hot as it was. So the lemonade slushie was a big hit. But next time I promised a couple of people that we would do pina colada.
I just assumed that's what it was.
I did too. I didn't even read the label. So we have pina colada.
Well, I know you got like
watermelon.
40 pounds of that stuff in the other day.
I did. Well, I got
blew my back out lifting it up.
Sorry.
Like you reached down to thinking you're going to pick up a box of toy car parts, and it was like
heavy.
4 or 6 gallons of sugar syrup.
Other flavors that I got was blue raspberry, watermelon, strawberry, pina colada, lemonade, and there was another blue. It might be blueberry. So anyway, you have options. We have options.
You're going to have to break down and
like
buy another
to
machine.
thank Kendall Mechanic for the suggestion of starting the slushy machine. That was all her idea. Mike Ream, 2 hot laps and a golf win is priceless.
Do you know what that means exactly?
No, I have no clue.
So, this was like right place, right time for a lot of people.
Okay.
So, I don't, and Mike, you can chime in if you want to clear up the details, but in one of his races, he hot lapped his main, meaning like he didn't win his main, but he had the fastest single lap in that main.
I know what a hot lap is.
And he was kind of disappointed that Ed didn't call it out.
Oh.
Now, I will tell you, in qualifying, I call hot laps all the time. In the mains, I don't really watch hot lap because it doesn't matter. You're either first or you're last. Like it doesn't, you know. So anyway, I overheard this coming in and out the back door. Right. Mm-hmm. I don't even think I chimed in on the conversation. I just heard it like eavesdropping, passing by.
Sure.
So then, fast forward, I'm back in the booth again for something, and sure enough, Mike Ream's racing. And Mike Ream sets hot lap.
No way!
So I'm like, and I just by dumb luck, happened to look over at the monitor, and I saw a little green box, and I thought, there's no way that's Mike's. You know, like the ironicness,
Isn't it ironic?
Yeah, that.
Yeah, don't you think?
Not that I didn't think that Mike could do hot lap, but I like the little green box caught my eye. I'm like, oh, hot lap. I'm like, there's no way. Sure enough, Mike Ream has hot lap. So I'm like, oh yeah, and hot lap of the main going to Mike Ream.
Oh,
yeah,
that's fun.
It was
that is fun.
It was cool.
Gloop said you guys put on such a great event and a killer layout. Thank you, Gloop.
Yeah, it definitely killed. Yeah.
You loved it or you hated it?
So you said to me earlier about the behind the scenes stuff, right?
I did.
So
what in particular I said to Kevin was, do you have anything like behind the scenes that we can share tonight? Like, I don't know what to talk about. We're tired. We don't. Anyway, and I said, do you have anything behind the scenes? And he said, not really that I can think of, but now you can think of it.
So.
Something in your ear.
It's called a hair, honey. It's at my age. It's what happens.
I thought it was a tick, but it's just a little.
So, those of you who have been around in the last, honestly, it's probably hunting 3 or 4, maybe even 5 years now.
Okay.
So I don't.
I've been here that long.
Cody basically is the engineering mind behind the racetrack designs. I keep him in check because otherwise we'd have Supercross, Anaheim 1, 2, and 3 every other layout.
It's true.
But it works because he dreams up this cool stuff, and I'm like, we're going to tone it down a little. And he's like, oh, yeah, well, what about if we do this? And so it's all said and done. The negotiation works out, and we have these tracks that we end up with.
They're beautiful.
So this time, we kind of got a little bit of an earful from some of our upper echelon friends that said that typically the Mugen Challenge layout is not difficult enough. It's too easy. Well, of course, Cody heard that and
game
holy
on
crap. And I kind of left him go with it. So I had some fears. The crossover is going to be dangerous. It's going to have blind spots. We got to do this right. So we did it right. No blind spots. And I feel like it was pretty safe. I saw a couple like moments, but luckily no one got injured.
Yeah.
Okay.
Term marshal wise is really what he's talking about. There were a couple scary moments.
Yes.
But for the most part, I feel like it was okay. And honestly, a couple years ago, it was not an over-under, but in that same area, there was a marshal spot that was way more dangerous than this.
Yes.
So,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. This was a little sketchy, but not near as sketchy as that.
Anytime we have the big jump by Dave Tom's pole, it's sketchy.
It is, because when you're jumping down a hill that far, it's a problem.
So we did the crossover. And I was nervous. And then the day before we laid the pipe, I'm out walking the track, like I want to run the roller some more. I want to fix these couple of nasty rain ruts that came out of nowhere. Yeah. And I can't. The conditions aren't right. It's going to ruin stuff. So, long story short, the takeoff lip for the crossover jump never got rolled over. Yeah. And I thought, sure as sunshine was going to come out, that the lip was going to blow off of that jump, right? Yeah. And then I was concerned about how the crossover jump would jump. Right. And then the Supercross section, the first triple is like money. Like I can even jump it hard enough with the test e-buggy to plant into the face of the second takeoff, right? But I was scared to death that the landing to the second one should have been 8 feet closer so that you had enough time to make sure you made the jump, got woed up, under control. Oh, yeah, and I have to turn. Sure. Right? I'm not saying it wasn't challenging, but it went way better than I thought it was going to go. Sure. And then there was the six-pack. I'll sum it up. I'll sum up the behind the scenes on the six-pack. So, Mike Ream, it's no secret, didn't like it. Rob Allen, didn't like it.
Mike Ream says, leave it alone. I finally got it.
Well, Cody hasn't got it yet, so guess what? Cody says the B word's got to go. So anyway, the ironic part, what I'm getting at is the guy that designed and built the crap
now that we realize,
hates it because he can't do it, so it's got to go.
Well, the funny part is now that we realize that we only have 23 days until the cancer race, I don't know how much time you'll have to get those things done. So anyway, I need to move on to my friend Nicole Rao. She says, hey, are you guys doing the bingo again at the cancer race? Yes, we absolutely are. We're doing Squishmallow Bingo. I'm very excited about it. We got almost double the size tent this year, and we're very excited for Friday night bingo. I have not decided if we are still going to do bingo and cornhole at the same time, or if we are just doing bingo and not cornhole.
I thought we decided we were just doing bingo, no cornhole, no late model oval.
I don't know. We got to iron that out.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, I know she won't tell you, but I will. It's CH, not Christa with a K.
Oh, it's totally fine. You can spell it however you want. I'm just impressed when somebody says Christa instead of Kristen or Crystal. So thank you very much. Yeah. Braden says, what race was that lipo fire in? I don't remember. He said he looked early this morning. I don't know, but Gloop posted a video under Rip It Up Films, so you can look it up there. Taylor says, the one thing Toby is really good at is going away. I think we lost track of what we were saying. Your stories got really long, and now we're way behind the comments, so they're not going to make sense.
It's only 8:23.
I know. Oh my gosh, it was a 23-minute story.
That's short.
I don't remember what it was about, but it was great. Mark says that crossover jump held up. It looked great. It was huge.
It almost made me angry, to be honest with you. Like that, the lip should have blew off of that thing, and it should have jumped.
My friend Tim Robinson says, great layout, great program, great people. See you next year. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Tim, I wish you were closer. I'd love to see you more often. I always love having your group here.
I tell that guy at the border to only let you across once a
year. Yay to pina colada. Pete is happy about the pina colada. Good, yes. Oh, okay, well, that's very exciting. I'm excited. Whatever.
Lutz finished last in golf. Did Lutz go golfing?
Shut up. Is that true?
Wait, did Lutz went golfing or did he finish last?
I need to know if Lutz really did finish last in golfing. This is important to my life. You don't understand. Braden Dommel, Toby did really good in his buggy classes. He wasn't in the slowest man.
Yeah,
no, he wasn't.
No, I know, because at one point in the afternoon, he said something about he was up, and I'm like, oh, did you bump into the next one? And he's like, no, this is my first time out today. I'm like, wow, dude, it's afternoon. Good deal.
No, he did really well. He came up and I was like, hey, so usually first thing, and this is, again, he's not watching right now, so it doesn't matter.
How do you know?
He's not. Because he goes to bed at 8 o'clock. So he after 8, he doesn't know what's going on. Now someone will go and tell him.
He's going to text you tomorrow morning.
No, someone will go and tell him that we talked about him. But anyway, here's the thing. So I help him with the video on Sunday, right? And he and I kind of trade off or whatever. But usually first in the morning, I have to cover everything because he's
busy racing in the morning.
And I'm like, oh, it's on and on and on and on for all the lower mains. And this time he's like, I'm not up till 30. And I'm like, what? But it's very exciting. My friend Ryan Lucas, hello, thank you for joining us, said, what do you guys use to track the lap times? So there's actually a transponder inside the RC cars. Then when they cross the line, which is a little loop that goes under the track, that's how they track the lap times.
This is Clash Reunion guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a transponder, and actually, if I may go back into one of my really short stories, freaking long. So if you're involved in any kind of racing now, whether it be actually running, bicycling, sprint cars, late models, NASCAR, Supercross, all of it.
Yeah, they got it.
The digital scoring that is used for basically everything that I just said, the technology originated from RC car racing. Yeah, believe it or not, true story.
My friend Rob Cursa said, another fantastic event. Thank you, Christa, Kevin, and your team for putting on a great race. Thank you for coming, Rob. Yeah. I felt bad for Rob at the beginning of the weekend because he was kind of solo. His friends were all there.
I was jealous.
I was jealous too. Yeah. He had such a great setup and nice quiet weekend. Good for you, Rob. I'm happy for you. Kenny Jeffries.
Whoa, what was Reams to Never in My Life? What was that?
Well, we don't know because it was so long ago because your stories keep getting so long. So I'm skipping past some things. Scott Smith says, I'm ready for my smalls next month. That is all a Cancer Race joke because Scott bought his tickets and put it into the small bin. So we have big winners during the Cancer Race, and then we have smalls, and Scott made out on the smalls, and I'm excited for this year. We already have lots of things coming in. I can tell you the ML Toys ride-on is really exciting. It's a fire truck style, and you can already buy tickets right from ML Toys right now for $5 a piece. We're also going to have we have a Rhonda Drake engine that is coming in from turn 2, and there's posts coming over the next few days with showing you all the great prizes that are coming down the pike. So I'm excited for you guys to see.
We actually have we have a couple Ninja engines from Mugen.
Yeah, there's body paint jobs from Wicked Body Designs, so I'm excited about that. And I want to say hello to my dear friend Tim Long, who just showed up in the comments and said it was perfect. Hello to Tim Long.
Oh, there he is.
It was probably 3 hours ago because you're talking so much. But hi, Tim. Thank you for coming.
Tim, are my stories really that long? Come on.
Yes.
Not as long as it took Tim to get home.
Oh, Jesse Goodyear said, Kevin, that track layout was brilliant. You guys have been working hard to keep that car upright. Great job, Master Track Builders. You got the guys working. Jesse, I missed you. Where were you? You better be here for Cancer Race. No excuses.
I just did what they told me.
Yeah. My friend Chucky. Hi, Chucky. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you. Jason says only blind spot occurs when you're directly at the base of the crossover. Well, don't be there. Jesse says it was a masterpiece. Thank you. Ryan says Kevin's explanation is super educational for non-racers. Hey, don't encourage him. I didn't realize so much engineering goes into the track. Well,
so if I dare tell another story, so we've all.
I'm gearing myself up.
We've all watched Supercross, right?
I have.
Like big jumps,
landings.
Yeah, and. I'm sure when they design a Supercross track, they have TV and spectating in mind.
They do.
But if there is a blind spot to the spectators, they can put TV cameras over there and solve it. The riders are never in danger by blind spots. Where in what we do, there's not only blind spot issues for the driver to see the car to not operate it correctly, but there's also turn marshals, which... to Ryan, turn marshals are the guys that go out on the track from the race before. They go out on the track and stand at the cones where they're posted to turn over the cars or get them unstuck when the drivers make a mistake.
And for anyone that's not an RC racer, the turn marshals, they race the race before and then they go out to turn marshal. So there's the people who are racing will then be the ones flipping over the cars for the next race, which is kind of cool because like you marshal the way you want to be marshaled. You just watched people marshal your cars and you were either really happy with how quick they got there or you're not. And then hopefully that inspires you to do the best that you can so that you don't put somebody in that same situation that you were in, or you save the day for somebody.
So you have not only you hope that you don't crash in front of the 40 plus guy that's really 60 plus and he's trying the best he can, but he's 63 years old and has a bum knee and is going out to get it as fast as he can, or you kind of, not that you hope you crash, but if you do crash, you hope it's in front of the 17-year-old soccer player that can lightning bolt out and not afraid to grab a car and flip it over and away you go.
Sure.
So anyway, we have to strategically plan not only where to put the cones for the marshals, but there has to be infield areas. Like if you have a jump section going away and then a jump section coming toward you, you can't have a 3-foot infield to where you want to put 2 marshals because they can't, like, there's cars jumping behind them and cars jumping in front of them. So like
space it out a little bit so that it doesn't hit them in the head.
Long story short, the engineering behind one of these layouts it's way far beyond just those jumps were cool.
Yeah.
And then throw in you want the short out lap, which no one understands what that is unless you've scored an event with big entries. You know, when Mike Ream crosses the line and gets a turn or so in and his little bar lights up on the computer and we say, oh, Mike Ream done. We want him to have 2 more turns to, I'm done, and gently pull off the track.
Right.
Get off the track.
If he's stuck in the layout, meaning like the pipe keeps going and he's kind of stuck in the layout, the out lap could be long, which means the race doesn't end quickly, which means that like if a 5-minute race easily takes 7 minutes with the on and the off. But if you have a long out lap, that could make it take 8 or 9 minutes by the time everyone's done. So that's something we really play into our program is we design the track around an out lap.
Yeah, we got...
But the point of your story was to talk about the other thing that's been added to your plate, right?
No, I saw we were talking about engineering.
Yes, we are. And you said about how Supercross, they do it for blah, 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 and TV.
Oh, well, yeah. Well,
and the whole thing that I need you to do better with this track layout thing is this layout is not real great for TV production quality. That was really hard to video. And I had one guy on the internet complain, which that just...
You were devastated. You looked up at me and said, the internet says I suck. And I was like, oh my God.
It worked so hard. But I was so tired by the end of the day. And I was doing one of the big races. And I was kind of a jerk because I had told Toby. Toby's like, you want me to do this one? And I'm like, no. Because he's better at spotting than I am. I'm like, hey, that guy's over there. I'm not very good at spotting for him. So basically what I'm talking about is there's a moving camera that follows the racers, and then like the other one of us is standing there telling them where they are. Well, here's what I do. I'm like, hey, the leader is over here. Tell me who you're following. So then I'm like, oh, now the leader's doing this. Because if he's following the other guy, I just keep letting him know where the leader is, that any moment he can go back to the leader. Okay? It's kind of what I feel like I would want if I was doing it. But he's better at it because what I do is I say, hey, tell me where second is. And then he finds them and gets them for me. So
when you're up there by yourself and you want me to tell you, if I happen to be in a booth, you want to know, like, the white car with the yellow wheels and black wing is the leader and it's over here in mini Daytona. I don't know what's going on. I can barely follow it myself, let alone reiterate any kind of information that is helpful to you.
I know. And I'm okay with it. Now that Toby and I understand that we need each other up there, for those big mains,
you do.
We're a tag team and we do really well. First of all, I have learned we use headsets up there now. So the headsets are huge because
and
first of
why
all,
you can't hear me.
Have you ever talked to Toby? He mumbles. Oh my God, does he mumble? He doesn't make words. He just. I'm like, in the headset. I'm like, Toby, speak English.
Yes, there should be fresh eggs.
Yes, there will be fresh eggs. That was 3 hours ago. Anyway, but he mumbles.
Who's telling a long story now?
Not me. It's over. You shut me right up.
Really?
Anyway,
it's that easy. Yeah, I was gonna say there's no way it's that easy.
So anyway, the headset thing really works out. We had one technical issue while I was doing the interviews, which you didn't know about this. I didn't tell you about this, but we're like in the middle of a great interview, and guess the friggin' mic wasn't working, and so then Toby's into the headset, and he's like, and so then I was, oh my gosh, it was a total mess.
I saw his. Yeah.
So the video was on us the whole time. And then one other time I'm like, Toby, did you turn on the record? Because here's the other thing. He's horrible at remembering to like start the recording. So then for those individual videos, which my people really like those. Mm-hmm. Okay. It's just the video of their race.
They're just your people?
Yeah, they're my, if they like that, they're my people.
Right.
So they really like that. But
so then if they like the layout, they're Cody's people?
Pretty much. Mark says that it did look like that lip was going to fall off.
I know it did. Yeah. And I'm shocked that it didn't.
P-Word said, please keep the whoops. I want revenge to it. I love that. Hey, the Drake Clinic did work wonders for Toby. Yeah. The Drake Clinic is always fantastic. I am super happy with it. Shane Doder says Gavin's interview was pure gold. My sister's always mean to me. Kids will say thanks. Oh my God.
Is that what he said? No, I haven't seen any of it.
First of all, hardest interview of my entire life. Little Gavin Yoder. I was so nervous to interview him myself.
Tougher than Wimmer?
Yes. Wow. Because you have no idea. It has nothing to do with Gavin. Because your daughter was totally throwing a fit over the whole thing. So anyway, little Gavin Yoder.
Who's your daughter?
Gavin is little and he's shy. Okay, like in the store a lot of times he'll just hide behind his dad. He doesn't like to talk to me a whole lot, and I get it. Like, you know, when you're a kid, I get it. So my biggest fear is I'd get him there in front of the camera and do an interview, and he would start bawling. You know what I mean? Like I was scared to death that.
Yeah.
So then I was like, I have the perfect plan. Adeline was behind the counter with me, and I was like, hey, Adeline, why don't you interview Gavin? And of course, Adeline's like, yes, I've got this. She's totally confident or whatever. Until you hand them a mic.
Yeah.
And then she totally froze up, didn't want to do it, didn't want to be any part of it. So now I have like 2 little children that I'm afraid are going to start crying in front of the camera. I'm like, Adeline, don't you want to ask this question? Oh, so anyway, I probably should have just stuck to doing it myself because Gavin actually was answering questions really, really well.
Yeah.
And he was well spoken, even enough to say, I was like, so who do you want to thank? And he's like, my dad, my grandpa. And I was like, well, yeah, but you know, your mom and your sister are here too, and they're always like really helpful. And Gavin's like, yeah, my mom's awesome, but my sister's really mean to me. Oh, made my day.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, it was so cool. Ryan says, yeah. I love Kevin's stories.
See? And you know, that's why she didn't want to take me to the reunion. Because I tell too long a story.
No. That's not true. That's not true. I felt like it would be uncomfortable for you. And you need to handle things here. Oh, yeah. You told me that you couldn't go because of Mugen Challenge. Taylor says Kevin does tell some good stories. Oh my gosh. You guys live with him for a minute. There's Jared Barden. He says, hey, Kevin and Christa, I'm missing the track. Oh, we miss you too. He says, congratulations on a wonderful event. Thank you so much. Thank you. Congratulations to Jared Barden on all the great things he's got going on.
Are you in Shippensburg? Are you calling ENACs?
I think he's definitely doing nationals, but I don't remember if it was this one or if
he did ENACs the last time it was in Shippensburg.
He did, but anyway, he's got a lot of great things going on. I'm very happy for him.
Never in my life.
For Mike Green, I assume was getting the
yeah. Yeah, maybe. Hi, Riley.
Hi to Jennifer. Yeah, Jesse couldn't make it. I forgive you. Hi, Kyle! Kyle Chasen was on. That's awesome. Jesse says, let him go, Christa. He's happy. I'm sure we're out. Yeah, we're exhausted.
I was up at 5 o'clock this morning. It's awful.
Yeah, I know.
And not because I had to. Just
Chucky says the layout was fun and challenging. Just wondering if there will be any changes for the next race. Answer the question. Yes, there will be some There will be some changes. We don't know how extensive at this point. We generally would keep a layout if we were happy with it between these two events. But honestly, we want to make a couple changes.
So there's 3 things that are hopefully happening between now and when we see y'all again here. Number 1, Cody will be a new father. His wife is scheduled to have a child between now and then.
Yeah.
So.
I just so excited.
Not to mention that kind of throws a little wrench into the whole team building thing.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, Cody's gonna have a baby, and Hunter too. And
Hunter will do more of the work.
I'm taking one of those 6 jumps out of the 6-pack, no matter what. If I have to go pull the pipe and run the cat and put the pipe back in, do it all myself on the night before the cancer race, I'm going to do it. So I promise you that one of those 6 jumps is coming out. And I am going to... I'm not going to use the word promise, but my next thing is the original turn 1, like going on to the start straightaway. Have you seen it?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
so bad.
Just the video, though, that I sent you, right?
No, I went and looked.
Holy crap. Mm-hmm. It's insane. Insane.
The track is in.
Anyway, I'm going to try to fix some of that stuff. Unfortunately, for that first turn situation for repair, I have to have Mother Nature's help. So a lot of that stuff's going to depend on Mother Nature, Harry Leach concessions, and the stork, the mother goose,
it's a stork.
Yeah,
it's not a goose.
When Cody's baby comes.
Yeah.
So, listen, doing the best we can.
Life is the most important part, and we will work around that the best that we can. It'll be fine. Jared Barden actually gave us a wonderful compliment about the outlap and said you guys plan for it better than any track I've seen. That was really nice. I wanted to say hi to my friend Tim Deegan. He said he missed us at the Mugen Challenge. Yeah. He had testing and couldn't be around pets and people during the radiation. Wow. Yeah, Tim.
Sorry to hear that.
We're praying for you, buddy, and hope everything goes well with the different things that you're going through right now. So everybody pray for Tim a little bit. Dominic wanted to know whose idea was the 6-pack?
Duh.
Cody.
Not mine.
So Ryan says we need a monthly episode of First Lap Chat with Kevin for noobs like me. Hey, that's not a bad idea. That could be a YouTube thing.
Yeah.
Nick Masco says, hey, will there be a new layout? We already covered that. Shane Laux is laughing. I don't know what because it could have been 3 hours ago. I hate how my connectors come unplugged when I'm having a good race instead of
zip time together.
Yeah, zip time together.
Yeah, get over it.
I feel you're playing on the mumbling. Yes, Taylor. That is a real problem with Toby. It's horrible. Let Toby alone. I can't.
No, why
this
would
is
you
how
let
he knows I love him.
See, this is Shane. Unfortunately, this is where I have to question your friendship with Toby. Mm-hmm. Because if you're friends with Toby, you would never say, let Toby alone. Toby gets, because he asked for it, dishes it out, has to take it.
Yeah, that's how we know we love each other. Yeah. Mark says, Christa, you rock on the camera and interviews. Thank you so much.
She does. She has for years. Actually, for decades.
Yeah.
Decades
Alan
now.
Placer says he's at ENATS. Hi guys, logging in late. Yeah, we already talked about your car kit or your Power Wheels that you donated a little bit ago. Hi to my friend Gavin Vicina. Any more cold showers? No, we have hot water again, thank God. Oh, we can tell that story. So what was it? Sunday morning, Saturday morning? Saturday morning, right?
Nope.
What do you mean nope?
Yes, Saturday morning. Sorry. Yes, Saturday morning.
Yeah, so
Saturday morning.
Friday night.
Adeline got a shower.
I went to go put Adeline to bed, and I thought she had been in the shower so long that her bath was cold. She said no, her bath was cold the whole time, but I kind of called like BS on it a little bit because I'm like, I don't know, you were in there quite a while, whatever. But anyway, I put her to bed, and in the morning, Kevin got up to grab a shower, cold shower. Long story short.
Whoa. Can we mention that it was 4:15 a.m., mind you? At 4:15.
I opened the hobby shop at 4:45 in the morning. I mean, you RC people are absolutely flipping nuts. Can you sleep? What?
So, can I tell a long story?
Can't wait.
Get up at 4:15.
4:15.
Go over to the house. Or go over to the kitchen. My morning routine, I go to the house, I get a cup of coffee, I check my blood sugar, and then I go get a shower and get dressed and go to work. So, go over in the house to get coffee at 4:15. Oh, crap. The coffee pot's set for 4:45 like every other day.
You can just hit the
I got up. That's not the point, Christa. I got up before the damn coffee pot ran.
Yes, you did.
Like, holy crap. Anyway, so turn the coffee pot on. Of course, it doesn't brew instantly. It takes a hot minute.
It takes 2 hot minutes.
Fine. I'll just go get a shower and whatever. Yeah, no hot water. So at 4:20 something in the morning, taking a cold shower. Luckily, we were doing this cold plunge, whatnot stuff.
I know. Can you imagine if we tried to take a cold shower before that?
No. I would not have. I would have groveled. I would have woken everyone on. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. So get through the cold shower. Of course, now I get dressed to get warm. Get over. Coffee's brewed. Get the coffee. It's exhausting. Go downstairs. Open the shop. I bitch my story about the cold shower to every human I saw for the first 10, 15 minutes. No one had pity, but whatever. Go around, turn the track lights on, because we have to open the track for practice at 5. And then I come back in the shop, and I'm crawling on the floor in the mechanical room, pulling the burner out of the bottom of the hot water heater, because we have propane hot water. So, clean the igniter, do all the things, put it all back together. The igniter ignites and click. No, the igniter makes the ignition like it should fire, but no one shows up at the party. Yeah. It doesn't light. So anyway, long story short, I'm freaking Googling, YouTubing. I punt. Now, mind you, it's hunting 6 o'clock. And if anyone knows me about a race weekend, my most stressful part of a race weekend is from the time I wake up Saturday morning until the sound of the first tone. Mm-hmm. So here I am in the middle of my most stressful hours of a weekend, laying on the concrete floor, working on a propane hot water heater. And I'm like, screw this. I phone a friend, whatever. Luckily, I have really good, dependable friends, and Sam shows up within like 15 to 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. And
luckily, he wakes up early in the morning.
Yeah.
He probably grabbed a cold shower on his way just to get ready.
So you would say I skipped part of the story. So when I first had the cold shower, I'm like, you are dumb.
Because we have propane hot water heater.
Well, no, we ran out of gas. It's summer.
Is this propane, right?
Yeah. I don't ever check the gas in the summer.
I never do. I thought the same thing. I was like, oh, he let it run out.
Well, I'm like,
I wasn't going to say that to you.
No, all I could think was, oh, crap, I'm going to look like a fool when I carry a little barbecue grill bottle out there and hook it up to the shop to get us hot water. But whatever it takes. I've done it before. So anyway, the 500-gallon big boy propane tank is on like 50-60%.
Yeah, it's fine. It's not the problem. Anyway, tell them the problem. We get to the problem?
Nope. It's embarrassing.
I don't want to tell
I didn't even know it was out there.
I don't want to tell them because if somebody's mad at me, they're going to screw with me the next
Christa
time.
said, "Oh no, I'm taking the knob off. I'm fixing it.
Good.
Fixing it."
So
if the fire company wants to shut the propane off, they can vice grip the hose shut. I'm done.
So, long story short, there are 2 knobs on the outside. There's one directly at the tank. There's one where the gas enters the building. Obviously, this is for
building built in 1995 by
fire purposes, etc.
Yeah.
Long story short, someone decided to turn off our gas on Friday night. So, thank you very much. We had no hot water, so Kevin's going to solve that problem. But yeah, somebody outside must have thought they were helping by turning something off, and unfortunately they
Mark, yes, cleaned the flame sensor, pulled the burner out, wire brushed the burner the whole bit, blew air through the orifice, twice. Yeah. Yep.
Braden says the earliest he ever left for a race was 5 a.m. Yeah, I opened the hobby shop at 4:45. I had customers at 4:45. I questioned my sanity several times at 4:45 about, is this possible? Is this necessary? Is this whatever? Now, a lot of times in main day, we don't open as early because by the time you're in mains, there's not the necessity of heats. Like heats, you could break and need to get fixed before the next heat.
Mm-hmm.
But mains, kind of when you're there, unless you're bumping. So I did not make Kendall open first thing when racing started for mains.
No, you just opened at 9 o'clock.
But that was the latest we opened all weekend. Because
Sunday morning? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what I'm trying to... Saturday was 4:45, but on Friday I was 6?
6:30 or 7, yeah.
Yeah, I worked way too much. I mean,
we had to
give me a break.
We had the track open on Friday for practice at 6. So yeah, you were open at 6:30 Friday morning, and then Saturday morning the track was open. There was guys making laps at 4:55 a.m.
Crazy people.
Yeah.
Mark Logan says he would have been mad at hell if somebody turned off his gas. Yes, you would have. Laura says that she's dying listening to this again. Yeah, you heard the story one time, but Jared Barton says that Matt Cataldo did it. No, I'm just kidding. Said Matt Cataldo and I left for LCRC at 2:30 in the morning. Oh my gosh. TQ Chef says, I love the way these hump day videos just go all over the place. I love that too. I was not prepared. Ed says I was so cold until the sun came up. I bet, but you know what? Now you understand the beauty of a cold shower, of this cold plunge. You should jump into the cold plunge world. You should see us when we're in ice baths. I don't know why we do it, but we love it. We love waking up at 4:45 to open the hobby shop.
Just thinking about it.
For RC races, and we love cold. We are literally nuts. We've lost our
for yourself.
Minds.
You have to have one first.
What was up with all the loose wheels on race day? Mark Logan said, but he is right.
Whoa. Just to clarify, not everyone losing wheels from the vehicle was due to wheel nuts falling off. There was a lot of drive pins falling out. Yeah. I'll teach you that lesson next week because it's a really long story and she won't tolerate much more.
Can't do it.
Jennifer agrees. Agrees to what?
Everything. Everything I say. She just agrees. She's on my team, honey.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna loosen the nut on the top of the handle of that propane valve. I can tell you that.
Corey Williams just did a 6-minute ice plunge. 6 minutes. We hit 10 minutes at one point, but we're not there now. I
can't do a 6.
You didn't?
10. No.
Oh, I did.
I'm a 3 minute.
I did 10 minutes in the bathtub with the water as cold as it goes. So that's not necessarily
that's different than
it is different. It is different. I would turn on the tub, the coldest water it could be. I got in there for 10 minutes. So I would guess that that's probably around 40-degree water. Not
Yeah, not 29.
Yeah.
Yeah. 29.
Yes, Tom. You go away for one race and all the gremlins come to LCRC. You better get back to the normal, okay? We cannot live like this. TQ Chef says, are we able to bring fire pits for our camps during the cancer race? Yes. Hey, this is a great question. So we're all about fire pits. A couple of rules about it. Number one, it can't be on the ground. So obviously it's got to be a raised fire pit. Number two, you can't do it if it's windy. I don't want embers lighting easy ups on fire. So if it's windy at all, we're just going to shut it down. Number three, you can't just throw your ashes on the ground. You got to call my dad. You got to put him to work. He works so hard, but it's fine. We'd still rather let him get rid of that ash than you get rid of that ash, because he'll put it in the right spot and not just in the middle of the road like people have done in the past. Kevin does not like that in his stones.
No.
Does not.
You know what group you are if you ever do that again.
Jen agrees that everyone is nuts.
Yeah.
She's right about that.
Yeah, so Bob had a hard time getting rid of ashes on Sunday.
Why?
Because all of his tin buckets were full of burnt up lipos. Oh, cow.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. We're usually pretty fortunate in a lipo fire gig, but, we had a few.
Tom says, I'll be back soon. September race can't come quickly enough. Thank you, Tom. That's a great segue into some cancer race stuff. Number one, I know lots of my friends love to send different raffles, different giveaways that are going to go into our Chinese auction. The way that the cancer race is set up, we have some bigger items that those tickets might be a little bit more expensive. Those are things like motors and car kits and bigger items. And then everything else is what we call the smalls. The smalls, you buy one sheet of tickets, and then you get a bunch of little tickets that you can put in whatever bags you want, and we'll pull a winner out of each thing. If you're interested in donating, we are very open to donations. I know that everyone is always extremely giving and when it's the week of the race, these things come in troves, and it's amazing. The only thing I'm asking is, if you are going to be one of those amazing, generous people, could you maybe set it up ahead of time, put it in a basket, take a picture of it, and send it to me ahead of time so that I can post it for the world to see? Because a lot of times we have such great things, but if we don't have the people here to buy the tickets for the great things, not that all is lost, but if we're going to make the most money that we can for St. Jude's Children's Hospital, we got to get people here. So you guys are so generous and so kind and so wonderful. If you have a basket put together, just send me a picture ahead of time. Shoot me a message. I can send you my cell phone number. You can just text me a picture or whatever. But if you could get that over to me, that would be so cool. I could just post that out to the world that this is another thing up for grabs, and hopefully draw a couple more people to the race. So. I think TQ Chef meant, cool. I have a solo stove, so it's self-contained.
Yeah. You're all set.
Amazing. Tom, we really missed you. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, it was weird.
Aw. Braden Dummel says, I had 4 blankets in my camper. 1 fitted sheet and a regular sheet, all in one. A fleece blanket, a heated blanket, not plugged in my comforter. Yeah, it was cold at night during the Mugen challenge. That is not a lie. Alan Placer says, thanks, Bob, for making my parking space for the RV. Thanks, Bob, for making my marking? Is it marking?
Marking, yes.
Gotcha. Shane Yoder, don't fix turn 1. That's what I enjoy best. Hey, I read your comment the last time. I scrolled by it on purpose.
You know what, Shane?
We're fixing it.
No, yeah. You go drive and then make that same
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm going to tell Gavin next time. It's like, hey.
No, that minefield has to be
thank you to Jared Barton. He says, we'll work on a package for the Tekin product for the cancer race. Awesome. Thanks. Jared is going to hook us up with some Tekin stuff that is going to come in hot. Thank you to Tekin. Thank you to Jared. We appreciate you. You guys are awesome.
No, actually, Ryan, we do Friday night. We have the Chinese basket auction thing, which is sort of Not that it's...
No, we don't anymore.
Woo.
That changed last year. So all... Turn that off, please.
It's bedtime.
So all of our Chinese auction items go out together now. Remember, we separated it for Friday, but then we realized, no, have it all out there together. We are going to have it out there during Friday's bingo. So we do host a Squishmallow bingo to try to encourage local community to come in. Last year, I don't think any of my RC people joined. You better do better this time. But all of my local community came for Squishmallow bingo. Long story short, when you got bingo, you won a Squishmallow. And varying sizes, and you got to pick out which one you wanted, and it did really well and was very successful, and they were also able to buy Chinese auction tickets. But here's the thing, we found that there's no reason to do that different on Friday, because even RC people, wives, families, whatever, they have varying interests. We just put it all out together. Some people might be into the RC products, some people might want the amazing Crayola stuff that the Rao family donates. Some people may want,
may want the tactical medicine stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. So that would be so cool. Christian Toic said, had a great time.
Still no baby yet?
I honestly, I know, and I teared up a little bit when I gave him a hug goodbye, because I was like, when am I going to see you again? And I just...
like 3
next
years.
Year, the next year, the next year. It doesn't matter. We're happy for you. We're rooting for you and want all the best for you, Christian. So congratulations to you and your family. Alex says, stoked for the cancer race. Going to be my first time coming. Amazing. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for coming, Alex. We're excited to have you. If you have any questions, just give us a call at the shop. The number's all over the website at LCRCRacer.com. And we're happy to help you.
So, my 9 o'clock
I know.
bedtime
The funniest part about this is that I told Kevin before we came on, I'm like, I don't got an hour tonight. I'll give you like 30 minutes. But it went well. You know why it went well?
Did it?
Yes.
Because I told long stories.
No, because
I spoke to the people.
The people were commenting. You know, when that little comment thing comes up that says, we love when you talk to us. It does help encourage our conversation, because they say little things about the weekend, and then we start talking.
They're telling us to shut up now. I'm just
they
kidding.
want us to go?
Just kidding. No.
Just kidding. I'm ready to go. Read the visitor's guide.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. I worked hard at that. I do need to do a revamp on it. Because
the visitor's guide's pretty good, though.
Yeah. We put the time in.
Yeah.
Put the time in.
Well, you did.
Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate you.
Yeah. Peace out. Night, y'all.
Alex, you cannot get paid to take out Taylor DeLosa. He's on our team now.
Oh, yeah.
We've brought him into the fold.
Yeah. He's in the fold.
He's in the fold.
Yeah.
Kevin was a LiPo battery tonight. Full wick on the stories. I like it. Hey, I'm going to keep talking for a second, because I can't ever cut this off early.
Why?
Because they get mad.
Where's the end button?
Stop.
Oh, yeah. Taylor is...
No, see, now you're telling a story. I said stop.
Stopping. Taylor's gone Mugen.
Mugen, baby. I don't know. Why are there still 51 people on here right now? We're literally not even talking anymore.
I don't know.
So weird.